Hey guys, I'm back again. And this is only like 5 minutes after I made the previous video, the chapters 5 and 6. And I accidentally said that I read chapter 7, but I didn't. Like I said, I'm still drunk. And I put on a different shirt, so like it seems like a different video, or like, wow, it is a different video, but like a different time period. You know what I mean? But even though like it's still like 5 minutes after it, I kind of don't give a shit because it still feels like it's a different time for y'all. You know what I mean? So like the video will be like a tad bit different, but I'm still like drunk and all that, and I want to continue reading for you guys. And like I said before, I'm not the best reader, like the best speaker reader, because I butcher a lot of the names and I stutter a lot. So I really want to like improve on that. You know what I mean? Because we can all make improvements. There's always room for improvement. Like nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? And I feel like everybody can improve. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always room for improvement, and nobody's perfect. So let's get started, shall we? The Great Flood. Then the Lord said to Noah, "Come into the ark, you and all your household, because I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. You shall take with you 7 each of every clean animal, a male and female, and his female, to each of animals that are unclean, a male and his female, also 7 each of birds of the air, male and female, to keep the species alive on the face of all the earth. For after 7 more days I will cause it to rain on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And I will destroy from the face of the earth all all living things that I have made. And Noah did according to all that the Lord commanded him. Noah was 600 years old. Fucking God, 600 years old. Was 600 years old when the flood waters were on the earth. So Noah with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives went into the ark because of the waters of the flood of animals that are unclean, of birds, and of everything that creeps on the earth. Two by two they went into the ark to Noah, male and female, as God had commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were on the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the second month of the 17th day of the month, on that day, all the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. And the rain was on the earth for 40 days and for 40 nights. On the very same day, Noah and Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, entered the ark, they and every beast of its kind, all cattle after their kind, every creeping thing that creeps on earth after its kind, every bird after its kind, every bird of every sort. And they went into the ark to Noah, two by two, of all flesh, in which is the breath of life. So those that entered, male and female, of all flesh, went in as God had commanded him. And the Lord shut him in. Now the flood was on earth for 40 days. The waters increased and lifted up the ark, and it rose high above the earth. The waters prevailed, and greatly increased on the earth, and the ark moved about on the surface of waters, and the waters prevailed exceedingly on the earth. All the high hills under the whole heaven were covered. The waters prevailed 15 cubits upward, and the mountains were covered. And all flesh died that moved on the earth, birds and cattle, and beasts, and every creeping thing that creeps on earth, and every man, all in whose nostrils was the breath of the Spirit of life. All that was on the dry land died. So he destroyed all living things which were on the face of the ground, both man and cattle, creeping thing and bird of the air. They were destroyed from the earth. Only Noah and those who were with him in the ark remained alive. And the waters prevailed on earth 150 days. Chapter 8. Noah's difference. I'm going to do chapter 8. Then God remembered Noah and every living thing and all animals that were with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. The fountains, the fountains of the deep, and the windows of heaven were also stopped, and the rain from the heaven was restrained, and the waters receded continually from the earth. At the end of the 150 days, the waters ceased. Then the ark rested in the seventh month, the 17th day of the month, on the mountains of Ararat, Ar- Ararat, and the waters ceased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the first day of the month, the tops of the mountains were seen. So it came to pass, at the end of the 40 days, Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made. Then he sent out a raven, which kept going and fro until the waters had dried up from the earth. He also sent out himself a dove, to see if the waters had been receded from the face of the ground. But the dove found no resting place for the sole of her foot. She returned with she returned into the ark to him, for the waters were on the face and the whole earth. So he put out his hand and took her, drew her into the ark to himself. He waited yet another 7 days, and again he sent the dove out from the ark. Then the dove came to him in the evening, and behold, a freshly plucked olive leaf was in her mouth. And Noah knew that the waters had receded from earth. So he waited yet another 7 days, and sent out the dove, which did not return again to him any more. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, that the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and indeed the surface of the ground was dry. And the second month, on the 27th day of the month, the earth was dried. Then God spoke to Noah, saying, Go out of the ark, you and your wife, and your sons, and your sons' wives with you. Bring out with you every living thing of all flesh that is with you, birds and cattle, and every creeping thing that creeps on earth, so that they may abound on the earth, and be fruitful and multiply on the earth. So Noah went out, and his sons and his wife's sons, wives with him, every animal, every creeping thing, every bird, and whatever creeps on the earth, according to their families, went out of the ark. God's covenant creation. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord. He took of every clean animal and of every clean bird, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord smelled a soothing aroma. The Lord said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground for man's sake, although the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth, nor will I again destroy every living thing I have done. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and a day and night shall not cease. Let's see, how long is chapter 9? Okay, so I'm gonna just read chapter 9. Okay, let me take a drink first. Y'all ready? Here we go. So God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, and the fear of you will, and the dread of you shall be on every beast of the earth, on every bird of the air, on all that moves on the earth, on all the fish of the sea. They are given into your hand. Every moving thing that lives shall be food for you. I have given you all things, even the green herbs. But you shall not eat flesh with its life, that is its blood. Surely for your lifeblood, I will demand a reckoning. From the hand of every beast I will require it. And from the hand of man, from the hand of every man's brother, I will require the life of man. Whoever sheds man's blood, by man his blood shall be shed. For in the image of God he made man. And as for you, be fruitful and multiply. Bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply in it. Then God spoke to Noah and to his sons, and with him, saying, And as for me, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the cattle, and every beast of the earth with you, of all that go out of the ark, every beast of the earth. Thus I establish my covenant with you. Never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood. Never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, this is the sign of the covenant, which I make between me and you, and every living creature that is with you, in perpetual generations. I set my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. It shall be, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the rainbows shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is in between, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. The water shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. The rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I will look on it to remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on earth. And God said to Noah, this is the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. Excuse me. Noah and his sons. Now, the sons of Noah who went out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. These three were the sons of Noah, and from these the whole earth was populated. And Noah began to be a farmer, and he planted a vineyard. Then he drank of the wine, and he was drunk and became uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw this nakedness of his father, and told his two brothers outside. But Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both their shoulders, and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father. Their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father's nakedness. So Noah awoke from his wine, and knew what his younger son had done for him. He said, cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants. He shall be to his brethren. And he said, blessed be the Lord, the God of Shem, and may Canaan be his servant. May God enlarge Japheth, and may he dwell in the tents of Shem, and may Canaan be his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. So all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. All right, guys, that was 7, 8, and 9 chapters. A lot happened in that chapter, with the flood and all that. And I've always heard people like talking about the Bible, like like parts of the Bible where like Noah's sons, they like two of them, not two of them, like Canaan, how he saw his father naked. He didn't do anything about it, but the other sons, how they covered him. But like actually reading it and like seeing how it is in the Bible, like it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know if I want to continue reading. If I do, I'll make another video. But if I don't, until next time.